Kia ora, no mai, haere mai, talofa lava, malo alei, and welcome to Fred Jones Park here in Kiriroa, Hamilton. It is the Waikato Draught Premiership match between Hamilton Old Boys as we see the home side run out. The usual red and white, black and red, sorry, I'll get my words right at some point today, hopefully. Against Hamilton Marist. My name is Bevin, Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. Alongside me for this one, Chris Tane. Tane, how are you going, Chris?
Yeah, good, thanks, Bevin. It's good to be back. Tēnā koutou katoa. It's a beautiful day. I'm really looking forward to this grudge match between two Hamilton squads. So it should be a really, really good game.
Yeah, of course, if you want to catch the Fraser Tech versus Melville match, that one started about at 2:15, half an hour ago. Last time I looked, 5-0 Fraser Tech were leading. You can catch that live stream over on the other live video going on the Waikato page. Catch Minty, Foxy and Joel in action over there. I'll reset the time. Haven't actually missed anything, folks, even though that does say, I actually can't even say it says 18, so that's probably a good thing, Chris.
It is. Look, both these two teams are looking to start off the second round with a good win. They both had a good game in the first round.
Dominated, I've been told, dominating the forwards by Old Boys and dominating the backs by Marist. So it'll be very interesting to see if, how that makes the equaliser and what makes the difference.
Absolutely. Well, they're two contrasting teams. You know, they've got a bit of size, both teams, so we're looking at a bit of running rugby with the beautiful weather we have today.
Ben Brownlee, the man in the middle with the whistle, assisted by Cobus Fenwick and Josh Bull. Just checking to see if everything's happy. I'll be your cameraman today and your play-by-play, and Chris adding his valuable comments. Gets the game underway, kicks off down towards Whananui Hawera, and might have just made a little knock on. No, he hasn't. Play on is the call. He kicks it down deep to the left wing of Old Boys. He will turn the kick with an up and under going on, Gary on. Hawera sitting underneath it, takes it cleanly, gets out of one tackle, gets brought down about 10 metres outside his own 22 at the moment. Now up to the open side. Keaton Neal's playing halfback. One's one of his forwards, but some good tackling coming in there by the number 8 for Old Boys. Now they're setting up to make some clearance. Might come in for a box kick here from Neals. It is. It's it down deep. And it's out on the full. It's an early mistake there from the visitors, Chris.
Look, Hamilton Old Boys would be very happy with that. The defensive line was really, really strong, and they put them under pressure. We've got a bit of wind that's coming sort of across the field. And that's
it's almost in that top left-hand screen into our faces, basically, isn't it?
And that's sort of probably what Keaton was looking for, and he's overcooked that a little bit. Old Boys with a throw-in into the midfield. Strong line. He's through. That's a great start for Hamilton Old Boys. Tui Vanuval running a chopping line, and it's just opened up the defence.
Well, that was quite interesting. I think he's had one finger laid on him the whole way through.
Look, Marist to be definitely unhappy with that.
Very soft try, that one. First up, Old Boys leading 5-0. Kick to come. A couple of minutes into the game so far.
Yeah, that was built off a good defence in that first bit there, and then there was a mistake from Hamilton Marist. And then, just straight off set piece line out. Just outside centre, and he's banged it through. So there goes the conversion. 7-0 to Hamilton Old Boys.
If you're wondering where we're situated, folks, we're in the back of the Brian Perry stand here at FMG Waikato Stadium. Pleasure to have your company wherever you are tuned in. And do realise there's just a bit of a problem with the scoreboard there, folks. I'll get onto that as quick as I possibly can. 7-0 Old Boys leading after about 3 minutes, and this I saw in the Bees game, Chris. No ball.
No.
You do need one to play some code.
Marist have a bit of the wind behind them here, and going deep into the 22. Oh, that's it.
Both kickoffs not being taken cleanly there.
No.
Bit of communication issues as Old Boys trying to get out of the 22 at the moment. Just on it for now. Actually, this ruck might be just forming outside the 22, so it can't be kicked out on the full. Box kick coming in from Old Boys halfback there. And Old Boys might have cleaned this. Yes, they have. It's gone back off them, so play on is the call. And they have it 13 metres inside their half at the moment. Bit of a sweeper going around the Waikato Stadium here, so I do apologise for any background noise. Kick through from Old Boys, but cleaned up there at the back by Marist. Dragged down. If you've ever watched one of the live streams here, folks, at Fred Jones Park, you'll know that there's a tree that gets in our way. And a little knock on there at the back of the ruck, unforced, Chris.
Yeah, it was. Look, Keaton Neal's had a bit of a look up and he's sort of knocked the ball on instead of first things first, getting your head down, passing through and making sure you got the ball in the hand. The Old Boys are really trucking through here. They're trying to get down into the half, but the wind's playing against them. But they're working their way down the field. They're doing really, really well. Hamilton Marist need to try and capitalise on what they've got in this first half. Here we go with Old Boys. Getting the ball into the scrum, set piece, pretty much on their 10-metre line.
Just a reminder, folks, that score is 7-0, not 7-10. There we go. Now it's fixed, and hopefully the time as well. I think we might be getting some help. There was someone screaming across the car park a few minutes late from a referee. He's probably still wondering about that light at Topley last night, Chris.
Yeah.
How are we, Andrew?
Oh, good, mate. I'll tell you, I'm as about reliable as those lights at Telbury. Very good lights out there, I must say, though.
All right,
excellent facilities.
From Old Boys, 12 metres inside their half. We'll get back to that Topley game last night, though, Andrew. Soon, down there to the fullback from Marist. Return kick coming from them to the 22 of Old Boys. A lot of kicking in this game so far. Another one, this one outside the 22. Don't go out though, claimed there on the halfway line for Marist. Niels has it, gives it off to his number 6. Couple of metres inside the half now for the away side, unbeaten in round 1 from their 9 matches. Ben Brownlee telling a few of the Old Boys players to get out of it. Now it comes back to Harwater. The box kick coming in. Claimed there by Old Boys, not a problem. Midway 10-metre line, 22 for Old Boys. Now another kick downfield. And it's a mistake. He's not really got his body behind it. And a knock on, Chris.
Yeah, it looks like Newton Chudo sort of had a bit of time underneath the ball, but it was swirling around. He just couldn't get his hands underneath the ball, so Hamilton Old Boys are now on their halfway line.
All right, Chris, we're going to punish Andrew here by making him do play-by-play since he's run late.
Oh, nice. Welcome, mate.
Well, thanks for having me, Chris and Bev. I do love the sound of my own voice. If you don't know already, you're about to find out. So it's a pleasure to be here.
Well, it was only a mistake that made you commentate in the first place, wasn't it? On a Thursday night.
Yeah, that's
not far from here.
My parents would probably argue the same as well. That's how I got into the world. Here we go now. Old Boys feed here, just on the halfway line. Got a good set up out here to the back line. It's taken on the crash ball there. Recycled now and spun again. A little kick through there from the midfield. It is bounced just into touch. Just inside the 22 here of the Marist side.
Chris, how close was that to the halfway line? I mean, I know it was inside the half, but...
Yeah, I think it was just over the halfway line. It's just over, but...
Definitely no fault of a 50-22, but it was close.
Pretty close. You can see what the Hamilton Old Boys are trying to do here. They're trying to plug them in their half.
Off the line out now, and an error straight up from Marist.
I think with the kickoff, that's about 3 loose balls that have gone to them.
Yeah.
This gives Hamilton Old Boys some pretty good position here, and inside the 22 of Hamilton Marist. What are we picking here, Chris?
Look, it looks like they're going to go to the open side to the backs and set up some set piece here.
Yeah, I'd agree. They've got a striking backline sequence set up there.
Well, they've got Gideon Rampling in at 12, and he's definitely a barnstorming player in that midfield. He come from St. Paul's, and he was dangerous in that level as well. So, not for Gideon.
Right, fed in here by Alex Johnson now for Old Boys. Held in the back of this by the 8, spinning out wide now.
Yeah.
On the crash tackle there for Rampling. Penalty given here.
I was going to say, he hasn't signalled yet, but it can only really be one thing there, and that's not releasing.
Yeah. Look, he lost a bit of support there. His blindside winger was coming around, lost his role in the way of trying to clean out, but that's Marist to be very happy with that. They've been under the pump a little bit.
Down the road, folks, Fraser Tech Melbourne. You can catch that game on the other one. Also shared on Bev's broadcasting as well. 31-0 currently, Fraser Tech leading.
It's a pretty nice clearance there from Wharenui Hawera. It's taking the ball up over halfway there for Marist with an attacking throw into the line out here. Ball off the top now, quick ball. Finds Hawera into the back line now. Crash tackle ball here. Taken in midfield by Old Boys. Held up here. Ball is recycled well out the back. It's come right out to the wing there. Marist in position here. Haven't really gone forward here, Chris.
No, it's some really good defence come from Hamilton Old Boys.
Recycled again out to the left-hand side now. Another good little offload there. Taken in by the prop there, Tupayer. As we come back towards the right now. Marist in centre field. Good tackle release there from Old Boys as it comes to the right again. Oh, out the back door, but it hasn't found hands.
Up to Newton Trudeau on this right hand side here.
It's with Marist again here. Good go forward ball there from Fell. Building a few phases here now, Marist, as I put the commentator's curse on them.
It's a classic commentator's curse, that one.
Got that one up. Possibly even a falcon there.
Might have been close. I'll tell you what, there's something captured in the background that I might have to have a look back at the footage later on. A kid doing cartwheels like nobody else's business, to be honest, in the background there. That cloud's gone over the boat, guys. I'm glad you guys are all rugged up. I've still got my shirt on.
It's a little bit chilly actually down here at Fred Jones Park, but a beautiful day for rugby nonetheless. As it comes out the back here now for Hamilton Old Boys. So they spin it to the right hand side. It's not a clean pass here, it's gone backwards. They've lost about 10 metres here.
You look messed it over. The former New Zealand Sevens representative playing 8 for Old Boys today.
Some good heat put in the counter ruck there from Marist, but Old Boys have recycled well. And a penalty given away here. Might be offside at ruck time there.
Andrew, viewers at home might not have realised an interesting scoreline at Topely that you had last night. What happened?
It was, yeah. I had the pleasure of heading out to beautiful Topety under the lights, and I must say
everyone's raving about those lights. For different reasons today.
Listen, we could talk about networks, I suppose, in a bit, but when the lights were on, they were actually a fantastic resource. So I think Topety can be pretty proud of those lights out there. Unfortunately, it was a slight technical issue, and we lost lights after about 17 minutes in the first half. So we had to call it a day and go have some kai in the club rooms.
And a couple of drinks, I hear.
Yeah, Brian Wilton definitely had a few orange juices.
I was going to say, from what Jonathan Crosby was telling me.
Certainly did. Right, we're back in the game here now as Old Boys win it off the top of the line out. Comes out into centre field here. Recycle ball, Johnson spins it wide. Good roll on there as Old Boys make another 10 metres up the field. As Ray takes it up. Recycled again with Johnson at the back. Some big powerful forward play here from Hamilton Old Boys. Radcliffe now taken in midfield and held up, possibly, yeah, tackle release called here, so it'll come back on the side of Old Boys. So we come again with Vercoe. With Johnson here again, recycling to the fly half. Oh, good little cheeky little grubber there from Masarewa. Play on, says referee Brownlee, and it's still with Hamilton Old Boys here. Ruck ball now, 10 metres over the halfway of Hamilton Marist. As they spin wide with a bit of space here. 2 on 1 as the pass does not find the hands of the Old Boys outside player. It's been turned over now here to Hamilton Marist as it's recycled. Held at the back by Niels and spun wide. They might look for an extra play here, Chris.
Yeah, look, they just need to get out of their half, Marist. That doesn't go out, so they put themselves under pressure. But here we go.
Oh, crunching tackle on Radcliffe.
Crunching hit.
Is there a little knock on there as well?
There is.
Yeah, there is playing advantage for that.
Turned over here. Hamilton Marist with possession now. Just on their side of halfway. Spun bar to the left by Niels there as Harweda puts the little kick in, but it's well read there at the back by Hamilton Old Boys. And he likewise returns serve downfield. It's now held by Collard at the back. He spins it wide. Potential space out here for Hamilton Marist, but it's closed down very quickly by the Hamilton Old Boys outsides. Back on halfway again as Marist recycle. Good little offload here from Hamilton Marist. What a space! Oh, crunching hit there.
Masarewa just folded him in half.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter whether he's got the ball in hand or not, you can certainly feel when he hits.
Yeah, it's a big hit on, who was it, bloke?
Is it McCartney?
McCartney down. He stayed down as well.
Stayed
back
down
play.
too.
Receiving a little bit of attention here.
Oh,
It's Hamilton Marist earned themselves a penalty here now.
Yes.
Old Boys going straight off feet there into the ruck.
That's a rule. I don't know how you feel about this, Chris, and it's no criticism on referees here, Andrew,
I
but
take this very
it's a
personally.
rule that I just don't see penalised often enough, and that's diving on the player on the ground.
yeah, it is, and it's a little bit lazy coming from that player because all he had to do was sort of
Just hold him, basically.
hold him, yeah, wait for him, get on his feet, have a go for the ball, or take out the threat. So, Hamilton Marist to be very happy to get out of this, get this penalty.
Good opportunity to clear out of their half again here for Marist. They've had one or two of these now as they find touch.
Yeah, Quinn Collard is taking the penalty kicks.
I think something's just not quite going right for Wharenui Harweda. Like, the couple of games that we've covered, actually the three of us covered the centenary match at Easter.
Yes, we did, yes.
Yeah,
Might have been the last one.
aren't working quite well for him at the moment.
I think he's the coaches have given him one role, and that's just to direct the team around and give him less jobs to do. So he's doing a great job with Marist making a break through the middle. There's Keaton Niels on his shoulder. Great pop pass. The quick ball to the left. Oh, boys, it just looks like Keaton Niels is coming around the corner there. The little halfback.
Oh, there's a try. Sorry, I actually thought his arm had gone the other way.
No, that's a great break. Looks like it came from maybe Leroy Van Dam in the midfield there. Opened them up, just like Old Boys, how they got their first try. and Marist are back into it.
Yeah, good hungry play there from Hamilton Marist. Van Dam, the centre, going straight through the middle, and then just good support play. Offload, and then sneaky little try next to the post. By the halfback, we're thinking, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I actually zoomed out very quickly because I thought it was a penalty.
Yeah, I probably thought that as well. Actually, it's really hard when the signals come so close to the line because the penalty and the try signal is very similar. Nevertheless, Hamilton Marist, 5 points on the board with a kick to come here. It looks like Harwood are taking the conversions. And 2 more points there for Hamilton Marist. That levels us up at 7 points apiece.
When I get it right. There we go.
Who's had the better of the first 20 minutes here, Chris?
Well, it looks like the Old Boys were the first, were at the start for at least the first 10 minutes, and then it was sort of back in to-ing and froing for 5 minutes. And now Hamilton Marist has sort of got a bit of the ascendancy. The momentum sort of changed. I think both teams are just trying to do a bit of field position and trying to get into each other's halves and just work their set piece, because that's where the go forward's coming from.
Yes, it's an evenly matched arm wrestle here at the moment. Old Boys with the restart here. It's kicked deep inside the 22 and it's taken straight by Wharenua Hawera there. And he makes a massive clearance downfield.
Ball trickles out into the car park there.
We find ourselves in a familiar position here, about 5 minutes just on the Old Boys side of halfway. Hamilton Old Boys to throw into the line out here. Looks like Tuku Afu to throw.
Tuku Afu, yeah.
It's gone over the back here. It'll be claimed by Hamilton Marist as it's tipped back on their side of halfway now. Ruck centre field here. Goes back to Hawera, who kicks again downfield. Found space inside the Hamilton Old Boys. This could be it's going to be. I thought it was going to be a 50-22 there, but it has found itself into the end goal area of Hamilton Old Boys, and this looks like it's going to be a line dropout, Chris.
It is. Wharenua Hawera is one of those players that will just pin you in your corner. His kicks are usually pinpoint, and it looks like he's got them on the back foot again. And Old Boys need a kick into the wind, so they'll be pretty happy with where they are at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like Harwood, just in the last 5 minutes, he's just turned the screws a little bit here, hasn't he, with his kicking options. He's just pinned the Old Boys back down inside their half. As Marist come back away now through Bristow. Ruck ball here now. 30 metres out from the Old Boys goal line as they go to the right-hand touch line through DeFell.
And through the trees.
Back into centre field. Oh, a crunching tackle there on Gilhenny Black for Marist. As it comes through Harwood, puts a little step there. Back into traffic now. It's taken in there. And a penalty is given away here. Entry into the ruck here from Hamilton Marist.
Yeah, it looks like they've come from the side there, and I think they were pretty lucky there. Wharenua Hawera tried to do a bit of a left foot step, and he's been held up, and he sort of lost the ball there, and Sammy Poe was right there who picked up the ball, but Hamilton Old Boys will be pretty happy to get back into the halfway line. Look at that wind. It's only just gone about 10 metres.
I think it might have hit my car, that kick, actually. I think it's down the car park there. Was it yours, Chris? Sorry.
No, not mine. Not mine. Thank goodness, I'll be walking home.
You might have to hit the BP car wash on the way home after that, Bev. The mud off your car.
Probably not the worst thing that's ever happened to it at sport.
Old Boys now. The penalty has been kicked out. There's a line out here now. Just on their side of halfway. It's one quite cleanly off the top now as it comes into centre field. Oh, another crunching tackle there. Just caught behind the advantage line here now as Old Boys recycle. They reset, it comes out to the right here. Not a lot of progress forward there as they go back to Mason, who puts it onto the boot. It's a contest in the air.
Old Boys will it.
Old Boys have regained position.
It's two. They've claimed off their own kicks in general play.
Some real heat going into those rucks at the moment.
Yeah, look, both teams are just trying to get a bit of ascendancy here. And Old Boys are having to go back to the kick, but because of the wind, it's only going about 5 metres.
I think that's what's throwing Marist off actually, because Old Boys have claimed to 3 in a row now.
Yeah.
It's been claimed here by Marist off the box kick there by Johnson. More ruck ball here as they get some good go forward here down the field. Some good options out here to the right now if they spin it wide.
Oh, he's kicked that through.
Messy ball.
Here we go. He just needs to control this. Lee Bristow's on his tail. Oh, man.
Tell you what, I think at half time we might have to roll that replay through because anything and everything was happening there. And we've gone from Andrew making commentators curse to you, Chris. On that one, all he had to do was control it. He controlled the ball well, just on his feet.
Siki Val, he had nobody in front of him. He just needed to control it. I don't think any of the soccer teams will pick him up.
No, Liverpool's calling me, I think.
Hey. Anyway, they're in the right part of the field.
Goal line dropout now. Restart from Hamilton Marist. So it finds its way all the way down to the halfway line. Held at the back now by Johnson as he finds Mason, who spins it away to the left. Taken now into the contact there by Vercoe. Johnson again. Tukuafu again now, rolling up. Down the field go Old Boys, and made some good progress here. It's a penalty advantage here for Hamilton Old Boys. Might have been a slow release there, I think. Possibly hands. Hands in the ruck is the call from referee Brownlee.
He's been around a while now, hasn't he, Ben? I think he was starting to referee just as I gave up Andrew, but he's doing well for himself.
Yeah, I mean he's looked about the same as I can remember, but he's definitely been around.
You mean about 15?
He's looked about 15 his entire life. His mum tells me he was born like that as well. But yeah, he's one of our senior referees now, and he certainly gets around the field well. Controls the game well. Old Boys on the attack now here from the penalty. They've chosen for the line-out option here.
Well, it looks like a full line-out here, boys, and I wouldn't be surprised if they ever have a bit of a drive off this line-out.
As we touched at the start, Chris, this is where they dominated in the round 1 match between these two sides.
Here we go. We're down. The Old Boys forwards going to work. Little feet. Making sure that they're straight. Man, this is going to be pretty hard to stop. About 5 metres out now. Oh, as I say that, they're falling over.
Old Boys still in possession though now as Tukuafu takes it away. There's a penalty option here for them as well. High contact penalty option here as Old Boys continue to rumble towards the line here. Another couple of metres there for Old Boys as they, it was a little dummy pass there from Johnson as he takes it into contact now. 3 metres out from the, 5 metres out from the Marist goal line here. The big guys go to work here, rumbling towards the line. Marist are holding strong on defence here so far though. Recycled ball again there for Nua. They rumble towards the line here, Old Boys. Within a metre now. Close. Very close. Short. They rumble again. Great goal line defence here from Hamilton Marist. As Old Boys rumble again, he's over!
Over.
Have to wait and see the number.
Great patience shown from Hamilton Old Boys there. Got those low numbers working hard there. Rumbling towards the goal line, and the try has...
Is that Whanua?
I think it is to be Kini Whanua. It's dotted over there.
Hey, that was a good patient effort there by Hamilton Old Boys. You know, they've come from a line out, they've driven about 5 metres, and then they've had about maybe 5 or 6 phases, and they've just, you know, hasn't gone anywhere near 2 or 3 metres outside those rucks, so they've kept it safe, and they've gone through. Let's look at this replay here. Look, it's good recycled ball by Hamilton Marist. Oh, Hamilton Old Boys, sorry, and they've come around the side, and look, Hamilton Old Boys will be rewarded with all their hard effort, especially those forwards, the smaller numbers. Looks like Kini Whanua is taking that try. As we go for the conversion, and that's straight over. Another 2 points for Hamilton Old Boys, 14-7.
It's been a very interesting contest so far, and Marist really have to get back down the other end because they've been camped at this other at their own end for a while now.
Yeah, look, when you're playing into the wind, you actually have to play with more ball in hand if you can.
Well, you got less control almost, don't you?
Exactly right. And Marist, with this wind, will be needing a couple more points as they get into half time.
Yes, we've been treated to a seesaw affair here so far. 14-7 now. Hamilton Old Boys leading over the visitors here today, Hamilton Marist. As Old Boys clear it away inside their half. This ball's going to stay in field. I think it's Hardware at the back that's claimed that. As they spin it across to the right hand side wing. Some good progress. Oh! Crunching tackle there on Bristow, I think it was. Possession as a...
Hamilton Old Boys will be very, very happy with that.
Do apologise there, folks. We lost the video signal for a second, but it is back now.
Lee Bristow just took that, had a bit of a go there, stepped back on the inside, even though he had Quinn Collard on the wing. And he's gone into a bit of a crunching tackle in the midfield there.
Yeah, I think Hamilton Marist have had the most success really when they've brought it up through the middle there. It's where they've gained the most yards. So you can see why they'd want to get their fast men working hard on there. As Old Boys want it off the top now. As it finds Mason in midfield. Another good crunching tackle there on defence from Marist. It's taken back into the 22 now. A little low kick stab here from Mason. As we find it with Howard at the back. Gives him the big step. Oh, finds a bit of space here. Makes it up towards the 22.
Good fend coming in there from Hawara.
The big don't answer there from Wharenua Hawara. And it's going to be a penalty here now.
I thought that might be even a card. There was definitely a hand that just came in there and batted that ball down. That's what the penalty's for, but Chris doesn't seem to be...
I'm just looking at Wharenua Hawara on that run. He'll put that on his highlight reel.
Oh, it's on mine. I've already clipped it.
It'll be on his Instagram stories or something like that, and he'll be putting it out to everybody he knows.
There will be a highlights package, folks, in coming days on Bev's broadcasting, because we do remember it's King's birthday weekend. Almost forgot about that. Whether you're a royalist or not, it's a long weekend.
Yeah, a good day off work. Anybody will take that, that's for sure.
We all love a good day off work, but no time off here for the Hamilton Marist and Hamilton Old Boys players, as another line out is claimed here, 10 metres out from the Hamilton Old Boys goal line here. Marist in position, held in the back of the maul here, but they're not going anywhere fast. Ball released out to the right now. Just snuck under a tackle there, and it's got a bit of go forward ball here for Marist as they spin it wide. Right, directly centre field now. Marist with the ball.
Masarewa in there trying to make a nuisance of himself
initially. But legally.
And Kini Whanua sort of come around the side, so Hamilton Marist right in front. Will they take the points?
You almost have to, don't you?
I think so, especially with this, close encounter. You need to take as much points as you can.
Yeah, T's been run out here.
Look, both teams have been, have been willing and wanting to play a bit of footy, and it's been a good game to watch. To be fair, there's been some hard hits. There's definitely been some good runs in counter attack.
Yeah, I think this game's had everything so far. We've seen some good interchange with the forwards. I love a good rumbling try over the line, and we've seen some good play from the backs.
Is that so you don't have to run too far when you're refereeing, Andrew? Or?
I'm a forward at heart, as we see Hawera knock over 3 more points there for Hamilton Marist, and a fairly adjacent kick there.
So the answer to my question is yes.
I do, mate. The less running I have to do, the better for everyone.
Well, I have to say, Chris, I'm not sure if we brought this up at Easter weekend, but I've even seen a referee in a Bees game at Collins Road, I'm waiting for him to click to the moment I'm talking about, take a conversion kick from the sideline. I mean, the score was 80-0, but...
Yeah.
I think the referee in question has actually twigged to what I was talking about.
I've been known to do that, unfortunately. I've been told off for that a couple of times as well.
I don't think anyone on the day really was bothered.
It was a fairly good-natured effort.
Other than the fact that it was a poor attempt.
Oh, it's close. So we see restart here now from Hamilton Old Boys. The clearance kick there down inside the 22 from Hamilton Marist. And the ball finds itself into the Waikato Stadium car park for the 4th time today.
It had about 4 cars to get to, and it's actually bounced over the top, all of them.
He'll have to work on his accuracy there if he wants to get Bev's car.
It's a few feet the other way, thankfully.
Hamilton Old Boys now at the line out, just on the 10-metre line here in Marist half. Ball to be thrown in by Tukuafu. Just juggled at the back there by Johnson, but still in possession for Old Boys. Little short side play here now as we see is it Taylor Ray there with the ball as they move up towards the Hamilton Marist 22 here. All isolation. Oh, but no clear release here from the Marist side. So Hamilton Old Boys find themselves with a penalty here. About 30 metres out from the Hamilton Marist goal line. What are we doing here, Chris? Points or?
No, it looks like we're going for a line out here. They seem to trust their drive, line out drive. That's how the last try was initially started. And
what do you think's with this wind out here today, Chris? What do you think's an appropriate lead you'd want to take into the second half?
Oh, look, Marist will be looking at least 10 to 15 points. You know, it's directly behind them, and you know that you'd want to be going in at least 10 points into the half time as you're coming into the wind, because you're going to have to run it out from your half, and you're going to have to really work really hard to get into the scoring position.
I think there's an injury stoppage here, guys. Probably can't see it because I think it's right behind the tree. I'm looking everywhere else and I can't find an injured player. So
I can't see a number sign, mate.
There's water, but looking at where Ben Brownlee's standing, there is a player just behind the tree that is down.
Yeah.
I think it's number 4 for Hamilton Marist there today, by the looks of it.
Sam Poe, the co-captain along with Wharanui Hawera. Next weekend's live stream, folks. At this stage is going to be the Women's Premiership final between Melville and Hamilton Old Boys over at Wallaby Park. Before that, that game kicks off at 1 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, though, is the promotion relegation match between Taupiri and Southern United. That one at 11 on Willoughby as well. May change, though, depending on how some super rugby team that's managed to get to the top and get a home quarter final. Although I have to say, another team did last night as well. Thank you, folks. Another team got their home quarter final booked as well. Another thing too, guys, Stag Trophy's actually on the line today.
It is, so it's the first round of obviously of round 2, but Stag Trophy has been played between all Hamilton
city teams
in the Premier Division. So Hamilton Old Boys are the current holders, right? Or
yes.
Yep. So Marist want to try and take, coming in to try and take it off them.
Winner of today's match takes it home for the summer because these are the only two city teams in the Premiership.
There's a wonderful ball going on here from Hamilton Old Boys. You've picked it right, Chris, as they roll towards the line. 5 more points here for Hamilton Old Boys. We'll wait to see who comes up on the bottom of that ball. Might be the hooker.
No, it's not the hooker. I think it's Samani Tukuafu. It scored that. The number 3. 1910 kick to come.
Hey, look, that was a good line-out set piece. I wasn't going anywhere outside of the forwards. They're in prime position.
Do realise, sorry folks, there is an issue with the scoreboard that just keeps crashing on me. The score is though 1910, just on half time.
Well, there's been a couple of wonderful forward tries here for Old Boys. It's definitely been a strength here for them today.
Yeah, that's their go-to. It's their forward pack, and it's shown in general play as well, where they're trying to get a bit of go forward in and around that set piece. As we look at the replay of the try, look, the forwards are all quite tight there. They're going forward. Marist is struggling to get a bit of defence behind them, and then they're splintered right through. So
it fooled Marist, fooled me. Thankfully the camera was out enough.
Either way, it's 5 more points. The conversion's been successful from Hamilton Old Boys. That takes them out to a 21-10 lead here over Hamilton Marist. As play has restarted, Old Boys in possession now as we see a kick from Mason downfield. It's going to be claimed at the back by Haweda. As he shows that little step again now as Marist moving away to the right. Bit of space out here. Pumping the legs there through their centre.
Mason Tupaia taking it through. Got a lot of good go forward there over the vantage line. Lee Bristow having another crack. But good defence by Hamilton Old Boys.
Marist in position again now here as they move it back towards centre field. I think they'd be keen to take away a couple more points here before half time, Chris.
Yes, they will be. They will be. They're down the edge here. Bit of a chip through. Leilua. Ishmael.
Under penalty advantage there, so they'll come. Referee Brownlee brings it back into centre field here for a ruck infringement.
Off the feet, I think it's the call there.
Harwinner looking for touch now, down hopefully inside for his sake, down inside the Old Boys 22 area. And he finds touch right on the 22 line.
Look, we're just about coming up to half time here, fellas, and it'll be good for Marist to get some points on the board here as they head into half time.
They almost need to just get that momentum into the breakers, don't they?
Well, they're well positioned here as the ball comes off the top of the line out and is won. As that might be Bristow taking the ball. Crash tackle into centre field here. Good go forward ball here for Hamilton Marist. As it comes away to the left. Possibly with the co-captain Poe there, I think. So halfback has a little sneak around the side there. Still with Hamilton Marist here as they edge closer towards the Hamilton Old Boys goal line now. Another little rumble forward here. Just getting their forwards lined up here. Good drive forward here from Hamilton Marist. It's been lost forward there, I think, and now a penalty's been given away. Not maintaining body weight there at the ruck.
Look, there's a lot of voices around that ruck area. Arms flying everywhere.
They're going to take a shot at the post. I believe this will be half time.
Yeah, I think that they need to go on with at least some points. Head into half time, and Hamilton Marist will be they're pretty happy to try and get some momentum heading into the second half.
Yes, well, a successful penalty kick here will bring us to 21-13, so it'll be 8-point deficit there for Hamilton Marist if this penalty is successful. It's right adjacent to the sticks. Doing all my best to put a curse on it, and it goes over there. 3 more points to Hamilton Marist. That's half-time signalled. 21-13. Hamilton Old Boys leading Hamilton Marist here at Fred Jones Park. Stag Trophy on the line here today.
On.
Right, welcome back as the second half is underway now with Whanenui Hawera restarting here for Hamilton Marist. Old Boys in possession now, just outside their 22 here. Slow ruck ball as it comes back for Johnson, who clears. Little box kick over the top here. Well claimed at the back there by Hamilton Marist. Just inside the Old Boys half as we go out to the left there. Comes away again now through Hawera. Good contact there in the tackle, but he's spun away there and gained a couple more metres. And a penalty given away here. Not rolling away quick enough there, Hamilton Old Boys. Probably just what Marist were looking for just after half-time, Chris.
Yeah, yep, they'll be very happy with that, Marist. Just to now get the ball in hand and put them down into the corner of Hamilton Old Boys. And just like, oh, it's not going to go out. The wind's caught it and it's kept it up. But they'll take that because
It's been about 5 metres, but hey.
the return kick wasn't that good.
Yeah, he shanked that one. It's gone straight in off the side of the boot there.
So who was playing golf there?
Assistant referee Fenwick down here has got his flag up just outside.
And the sunny's on as well, he said. The sunny's on all day.
It's been a strange old day weather-wise.
I was going to say, we went and got you one of my cricket hats, coffee stained cricket hats for those at home that know which cricket hats that I have. Time's off at the moment. Again, we've got no ball. Yeah, we got that for half time as well as swapped the cameras over. And all of a sudden that sun's really gone away, Chris.
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. You won't be able to see it on camera, but a lot of the Marist support crew have gone to look for a ball. So as we get into off the line out from Hamilton Marist, as the sun goes behind the clouds, nice switch here. Trying to look at blind side as Hamilton Marist get into the 22 of Hamilton Old Boys.
Good recycle ball there from Marist now as they cruise up over the 22 here inside the Hamilton Old Boys half now. Just held up a little bit there in the tackle as Marist recycle the ball again. Ruck time, and there's a penalty given away here by Hamilton Marist. Clean out, not efficient there, and Hamilton Old Boys player's got his hands over the ball there, and earned his team a penalty. The ball in the hands of Mason now for Hamilton Old Boys as he looks to find touch with the penalty kick here.
I'll get you to tell us the score in a minute, Chris, but folks, if you want to watch the end of Fraser Tech versus Melville, congratulations to Fraser Tech on their centenary this weekend. You can catch the other game on the Waikato Rugby Facebook page. Like this game also, you can watch that back to your heart's content. Chris, the score when you last looked?
It was 21-13.
No, sorry, Fraser Tech.
Oh, Fraser Tech.
Yes, the Fraser Tech game.
Yeah, so the Fraser Tech were actually giving Melville a bit of a lesson with the score there. I think it was like 48-13. I think the last time
I'd some good celebrations then.
Yep, there'll be some. The night will be definitely very good going into Sunday and the long weekend. We've got a bit of time to recover. Here we go, Hamilton Old Boys. Off the line out, a great run in the midfield by the number 7. As we get around the corner, Hamilton Old Boys, quick ball, recycling it very, very quick. At the Van Dam on that far side there.
Back into centre field here now, Hamilton Old Boys. Some good aggressive rucks here as they come through. A little kick put through there. It's only made about 1.5 metres and
Conceded a penalty.
conceded a penalty there. Straight off feet potentially.
Look, both coaches will be very frustrated around the ruck area. Just seems like a lot of the boys that are coming in to clean out are losing their roles and, you know, not making an efficient clean out.
I think all the penalties we've had have been from the rucks.
Yeah, they have.
Or mauls, you know.
Yeah.
There's been no head-high tackles or, you know, no scrum penalties.
It's been pretty clean. It's been very clean. So both teams will be pretty happy around that area. It's just, yeah, a little bit too slow to the rucks. Not cleaning out, not getting low enough. So so here we go, Hamilton Old Boys with ball in hand.
Penalty here.
hand
Andrew,
for the
you
ruck.
just had a quick look at your phone. What are some of those scores that you've got there, mate?
Just having a little look here at the Premier scores. So Fraser Tech 53, Melville 14. We've got a close encounter out there at Campbell Park, Morrinsville, with United Matamata Sports 17, currently leading Morrinsville 13. And then
Those two games are the Lone Star Championship matches. The bottom 5 of round 1. And no other score.
I was just looking for the Otrahonga game, if I can find it.
No score
No
between.
score on my
well, no
end.
current score between Otrahonga and Te Amutu down at Island Reserve in Otrahonga.
Yeah, look, that'll be a grudge match down in, between that game, between Te Sports and...
Pretty much neighbours, aren't they?
They are,
In
they
terms
are.
of Waikato rugby.
So they'll be, you know, whoever wins that, they'll be have a bit of bragging rights for the rest of the year, unless they both make it into the semis and the finals. So
Yeah,
There'll be no love lost in that affair. And then, to be fair, both clubs have had fairly good seasons. So
they have, Te Amutu just having a good win last week against universities
to get them into the
to get them into the
Waikato
top
Draught
5.
Premiership.
That's right.
Yeah.
So all to play in that game as well as this one, as Old Boys win the ball off the top of the line out here. Just making it up over halfway here as Johnson recycles the ball to the left. Bit of space out here to the left for Old Boys as they put it through the hands now. It's made it to the wing and he's been bundled into touch on the far side by the cover defence there from Hamilton Marist.
I think we're being stitched up here, guys, and I do apologise. I was actually going to say there's one, but now I see another. There's 24 and 25 on the field. Unfortunately, you don't know who those are. But there are numbers 24 and 25 for Old Boys. Not straight, and line out.
So scrum here now for Hamilton Old Boys off that line out infringement.
Just a correction in the score. Thanks, Chris. 21-13, not 21-18.
No, everybody will be looking going, oh, Marist just needed one more score and they'll be there. But hey, look, Hamilton Marist will be looking at putting a bit of pressure on defence here, bringing up their line speed. The defence has been really, really good today. And saying that, you know, two tries have been scored just outside centre in that third channel. So it's trying to come up and put a bit of pressure on Hamilton Old Boys.
They've certainly got some mouth-watering options here with a good scrum. Got all of their backs out here to the right-hand flank.
Yeah, Jack McConnell's right on this edge here, on this far wing.
New Zealand under-20s playing Australia this afternoon at 4:30. It's live on Sky, folks. I've got 3 Waikato players, Gabe Robinson, Taha Kimara and Malaki Rampling Alec in the 23.
Here we go. Great scrum here from Hamilton Old Boys. The blindside winger, Sikival, taking it into the midfield. this gives Old Boys options here, either going left or right. They're bringing it back to the left hand side. Oh, putting them under pressure. Oh, yeah. That was unlucky from Hamilton Marist. Look, he's come in to put a bit of pressure on the second arriving defender. And he's actually fallen over the ruck.
He's flopped, isn't he?
He's flopped over the ruck.
Yeah, you can see the Old Boy supporters in the background. He just everyone going.
Look, he was.
There was no 50-50s about it.
Just needed to keep his feet and get over the ball, and he would have had all rights to it, but just lost his footing. Momentum coming forward.
There was an Old Boys player down in back play just before that last ruck. Might actually be.
It's our blindside winger.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it looks like the number 11.
Suki Val.
It looks like he might be coming off the field here. Siki Val. He's hobbling.
Looks like me after I played indoor cricket this week, actually. I played game and a half and managed to almost get through it uninjured. Bowled about 6 overs. It's like, Jesus, guys, I know I'm a fill-in, but it's a lot to be asking me to do.
Did you hit any 12s off the back net, Bev?
No, mate, no. Just like my go at Eden Park a month ago, yeah.
Well, it didn't look like you hitting it too bad there, but...
Yeah, nowhere near the boundary, mate.
Now, if I was a betting man, fellas, which I'm not, this is going to be a drive.
I probably wouldn't take you up on that, to be honest, but the ball's overthrown.
Oh, there goes the commentator's curse again.
And it's claimed in the back here by Hamilton Marist. However, they're coming back for the not straight option, I think.
Geez, guys, I think I'm going to have to cut your pay in half. I think that's about 3, maybe 4 between the two of you today.
Yeah,
haven't done the players any favours here today, that's for sure.
Looks like Liam Wilson's has come on for Sikival on that far wing, number 23. Yeah, Liam Wilson is on the field.
Hamilton Marist now with the feed into the scrum here. Just 5 metres out from their line. There's now a small child on the field. Do not bring up the Warriors. With that, there comes the Marist now. And a good crash tackle there, ball. He's made 10 or 12 metres there. That was Leilua, I think, for Marist. As Marist recycle now. Some good go forward ball here as they come up towards the 22 metre line. Taken back now to Hawada. He spun it wide here. A bit of space. Well shut down by Hamilton Old Boys though.
Yeah.
And they'll come back for the penalty advantage here. Offside. Referee Brownlee moving it back across to the right hand side of the field.
Yeah, that was a good exit play there from off the back of the scrum. Hitting Ishmael Leilua in the midfield. Got a good go forward, and then Hamilton Old Boys was trying to retreat but got caught up in the ruck, and that was caught offside, and that's what we got with a penalty. Let's hold it up. Oh, it's not out. Here we go, Hamilton Old Boys. Kicking for the corner. Found some space.
That's a good kick there from Quinn Collard, I think it was, and he's bagged himself for 50-22 here, I suspect. And he has. It'll be a Hamilton Old Boys throw onto the line out here.
Just quickly, well done on Joel Skulander and Minty and David Fox for their work with the Waikato Rugby live stream. I may not have been there in person, folks, but the live stream you've been seeing is actually due to my spare gear. I have lent Waikato Rugby, so it's been great that they've been able to get through. And just what I was showing you there, Andrew, was grassroots are there today, done at Mill Street, and Joel's actually got the camera on the grassroots interviewing them because it's happening right in front of them.
Awesome.
That's smart. You can't do it yourself, get somebody else to do it and piggyback off them.
Right, Old Boys throwing it to the line out now, just inside the 22 metre zone of Marist here. Not surprisingly, they've rumbling it up here through a maul.
Look, Luke Masarewa's doing an awesome job in the lineouts.
Doesn't matter who he plays for, his workload is just immense.
Old Boys continuing to rumble towards the goal line now. The maul has been brought down. It could be a turnover here, I suspect. Collapsed maul. Well defended by Hamilton Marist.
Hamilton Marist have been able to get underneath there, hold them up.
I have to say, guys, just I mean, I'm not looking at the comments, but I'm sure there are a couple. Do we get a petition going for Hamilton City Council to just? I mean, I'm sure they can do without one tree here, can't they?
There's some
Doesn't
healthy
make
looking,
film work
there's some
very
healthy
easy.
looking trees here. I don't know if they're council owned, are they? Or they might be. But it certainly makes it challenging when the scrum takes place behind the tree. However, well defended by Hamilton Marist. They will have position here. Looks like there's a reserve halfback on there for Marist now as well. That might be Sean Weir, is it? Had a guess?
Sorry, mate, I can't even see that number.
I think
on
it
the
is 21. Final score down at Mill Street, 58-21. Waikato Steel Fabricators Park, I should say, not Mill Street, as it is known these days. In the favour of the men celebrating their, men and women of course, celebrating their 100 years. Congratulations, Fraser Tech.
Yes, I'm sure it'll be a very big celebration tonight.
Yeah, I think
They
they've got a
celebrate
quick
this
thing at the
certificate.
club rooms and then coming here actually into one of the rooms
Oh, wow.
here at the stadium, from what I read.
No, got a lot of history at Fraser Tech, so congratulations on getting a hundy, and yeah, should be a good night. Anyway, Hamilton Marist try to run it out from their 22, but they had a penalty for the scrum, and looks like the props were trying to come up there, so
Saw
Hamilton
that a
Marist
lot last night, didn't we?
did, yeah. Try to bore in. I wouldn't know much about those props in the forward pack, mate, to be fair.
Sorry, Chris, I might look like one these days, but I don't either.
It's a mystery space in the engine room sometimes. But Hamilton Marist have got the better there, and they've earned themselves a penalty clearance here.
Well, something I don't think I've said all season. They say English is the hardest language in the world to learn, but I think front rows must be the second.
As we come away now, Hamilton Marist just inside their own half here as
Oh,
they
he's lost
turn the
control
ball over
there.
here, I think. They've lost it forward in contact.
Yeah, that's going in a little bit too high there into contact, and he's lost the ball. A good thing about Hamilton Old Boys that they've been low, they've got it underneath them, and caused a bit of an error.
Yeah, there's been a couple of scramble plays just recently from Hamilton Marist. What do you reckon Marist need to do, Chris? They're only 8 points down here, and there's still 24 minutes left in the game. Probably no need to panic just yet.
No, it's just holding on to position there, and it's they need to build phases, build a bit of pressure. And once they've had ball in hand, they don't look too bad. It's just when they get into the rucks and get onto the groundwork, they're just getting a little bit too slow to be effective in cleaning out. So good scrum here.
Hamilton Old Boys now cleared away as Johnson puts a little kick through. I think that's been touched by the Marist winger here. He'll have to go back and gather, which he does. And now Old Boys are all over this.
Oh, he's lost that.
And he has lost it.
Now, just quickly, Andrew, if that had gone into in goal and he'd had to force it, it'd be a 5 metre scrum, wouldn't it? Not a goal line dropout.
That is correct, sir. Yeah. If he had a little touch on there and it's then just effectively taken back into your goal line by the defence, 5 metre scrum. So a little knock on there from the Marist winger will give Hamilton Old Boys a good opportunity here with a scrum. About 10 metres out, I'd say, maybe slightly less from the Hamilton Marist goal line. Hamilton Old Boys leading 21-13 over Hamilton Marist here. So the engine room comes together now. Johnson feeding into the scrum for Old Boys.
Great scrum.
Good position, pushing forward, rolling forward there. Taken off the back by the number 8, he's over! Try time!
I've seen Luke Masarova score a lot longer tries than that one. Didn't have a lot of work to do there though, Chris.
And he's in an outstanding game, just around his groundwork and his work around the field. In the first half, he put in an outstanding hit on one of the Marist players, and now he's being rewarded with a 5-pointer. And that's coming off a great scrum. Really, really strong by the forward pack, which is Hamilton Old Boys have had a great day on the forwards.
Yeah, if Old Boys come away with the win today, as we come to the replay here, great scrum here from Hamilton Old Boys. Got some good go forward, rolling towards the line, well controlled at the back there by Masarewa, and he's just too strong and too powerful, and bursts his way over.
He got caught quite high originally, but still managed just to twist and turn and use that power he has in his legs.
Hey, he's got strong legs, and his upper body is really, really strong as well. So they'll be happy to get that, and that conversion is a beauty.
What a kick there from the fullback, I think, is it? Jaden Green
I believe so.
for Hamilton Old Boys. Adds another 2 points. 28 points to 13. Hamilton Old Boys leading Hamilton Marist here at Fred Jones Park here in Hamilton. The restart now from Hawera. Well claimed there. Was that Masarewa again?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Big roll forward from the
Number
Old Boys.
24.
From the replacement player there, number 24. Johnson now with the box kick over the top. Rolling forward. And
Players in
there is
front.
a player in front. Offside.
I think just from Ben Brownlee's body language there was a couple, not just one.
Yeah, look, Hamilton Old Boys will be a little bit disappointed there. They took the kick-off receipt really, really well. They just need to get the ball down into the Marist's half and then go to work. But a couple of boys in front gives a penalty to Hamilton Marist, and that puts them into the 22.
Hawera makes the penalty clearance.
Some substitutions coming on, number 18 for Marist, and I think and number 21 as well, coming onto the field.
Adrian Farafara coming in on number 18, and Emily Fino coming in at 21. Also, there's I see Jack Lamb is on there as well. Play for Samoa, play for a couple of Super Rugby games, so his experience will be worthwhile.
Down at Island Reserve at half time, I think it's a bit past half time, but I've just got an update. 10-5 Te Amuru were leading against Otahuanga.
Close encounter. Well, Hamilton Marist now hot on attack. They'd want to come away with some points here. Currently down 28-13, Hamilton Old Boys lead. And Hamilton Marist really need to come away with some points here to make this last 15 minutes or so a real encounter.
Yeah, just like the real problem we have at the moment, the same issue we had in the first half. No ball.
There's a Hamilton Marist player gone right into the bushes, just outside the security gate.
Oh, he has too, thanks Chris. If you told me that a little bit earlier, I might have actually got his discovery on that.
I must say there's definitely hands in the bush there, hands in the ruck. Could be a penalty option there.
Good on you for correcting yourself there, Andrew. Thank you. We'll try and make it family friendly.
Hamilton Marist, here we go. They're going to go to work here. See how their line-out drive goes.
Oh, it's ripped away by Masarewa. Turnover time. Hamilton Old Boys now. Good go forward ball as it spins wide through Mason. They're going right out to the left flank here. Ooh, good cover defence tackle, but it's too high, the contact. And
The old seatbelt tackle.
And an easy penalty there for referee Brownlee with the high contact.
Chris, it's a pretty good game if you don't actually have to talk about the referee's decisions. He's had a pretty good game so far.
Yep. Ben Brownlee's played, really experienced now, like you guys said, and he's letting the game flow, which is exactly what we want to see and what the players want to see as well. So, just nice, clear communication between the ref and the players is all you can ask for.
Andrew, if you want to become a referee, what do they need to do? I put you on the spot, haven't I?
You could.
Andrew Bowe, the man to contact at Waikato Rugby?
Absolutely, I'd say probably head to the Waikato Rugby Union website. Would be the first step. There's little drop-down icons there. You can find out all about the laws of rugby, and also you can register to become a Waikato Rugby referee.
And needed at all levels, though, as well.
100%, yep. We're always short of referees, and most of the time we can't, especially when school rugby is playing, we just don't have enough referees to cover all games. And so We desperately need you to come and help out. So if you're keen, or even if you're not, sign up. Hamilton Old Boys now with the line out throw, but unfortunately it is not straight down the middle. So
I thought Bevin might have made his one mistake of the game there, because that to me looked as though very much the outside shoulder, but no, he's across it.
Ben Brownlee never makes a mistake, and he hasn't there on that occasion either.
Well, I had a referee once say to me while I was refereeing too, I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
Spoken like a true referee. Hamilton Marist now have a scrum option here from the not straight, and it's quickly folded in there, so we'll have a reset.
Chris, our first reset of the game, or have we had a couple, do you think?
No, I think that is the first one, if I remember correctly.
If there was one, it would have been very early on.
Very, very early. But no, I don't think there's been a reset, so it's been really good. I think there might be a couple of subs that may have come in, so they're just warming up.
On the voice of referee Browning now, as we get to the set call. Good push here from Hamilton Old Boys, but Marist have just scrambled it out the back. And Hamilton Marist have earned themselves a penalty there. Hamilton Old Boys player going straight in and sealing off there.
And who was it?
I think it might have been Masarewa there. That's been penalised.
He's been everywhere.
He's everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man. However the rest of that song goes.
Just to let you know, guys, well, no, we'll go back to the game. Hamilton Old Boys being able to keep that in.
It's kicked downfield there by the halfback Johnson now. It's in the hands of Haweda. Just outside the 22 there of Hamilton Marist. They're spinning it wide now. Looking to create something here. Well, shut down by Hamilton Old Boys now though. Come away to the left-hand flank again. A little bit of space here. The open side flanker there. Trying to create some space. And another error here from Hamilton Marist.
They did that, Chris, so you can go back to the point that you were trying to announce before. Sorry.
I probably shouldn't, mate. I was going to put you on the spot about your singing and your the music you were putting on before we came on there.
Oh yes, I was talking about Jerry and the Pacemakers and the Searchers. I actually did forget that it wasn't the first time you'd heard me singing, even today.
That's right, mate. So need to put that on your Spotify list. If it's the music that you're wanting to listen to.
Well, no, I'll send it to Luke along with that couple of highlights he's had today.
You might have to have a word to Osh here, Chris, about workplace hazards if you have to listen to that too.
No, sorry, Andrew, calm down, mate. Me turning up in general is enough to have Osh on board.
Well, to be fair, you've given me a hat today, so that's probably that's your health and safety done. There's Old Boys with the scrum option now. Held in the back here by Masadewa, but the front rows have come up and then gone down.
In actual fact, the reason why we're here at Fred Jones Park instead of me being at Waikato Steel Fabricators Park is that Joel wasn't too confident on me being on the scaffolding there, so just a couple of forms.
Potentially, if you were singing like that up the scaffolding, you might have a few people trying to shake it. So probably best you're over here with us today, Bev. As we see another scrum reset here.
Look, we've got about 14 minutes to go, fellas, and Hamilton Marist need a bit of position. They need to be in the Hamilton Old Boys part of the field, so they need a big scrum here.
Pretty stable scrum here from Old Boys as Johnson brings it off the back and comes the winger there. That is McConnell. Still with Hamilton Old Boys now. Had ruck time. Slow ruck ball now. So they clear it away here to the left, to the replacement fly half there, which is possibly Joshua Blanky, if I'm saying that right.
Josh Blanky, yeah. Luke Masarewa again, trying to get ball on hand. He's lost the ball forward, so he's pretty excited. He's wanting the ball in hand and wanting to make opportunities. He's just made a bit of a mistake there.
Just want to touch on those folks that do watch Bev's broadcasting live streams. Much appreciated, folks. And I don't know if you know, Andrew. I know Chris knows because I reminded him. I'm actually off to Japan at the end of the month for wheelchair rugby.
Fantastic.
Running wheelchair rugby's social media, and I also had my name down as only a possibility, but as a name down at least, to commentate at the Paris Paralympics for wheelchair rugby as well.
Wow! Congratulations.
Yeah. So I mean, doing this live stream, folks, it is twofold in helping out.
Amazing stuff. What an opportunity. How long will you be in Japan for?
Just a week.
Fantastic.
And it's no Waikato rugby that I'll miss out on. It's a Grammar Tech home game that I'm away for. So
amazing. What an opportunity. Enjoy yourself over there.
Oh well, mate. It's going to be definitely a different experience.
How's your Japanese, Bev?
Sorry, gato, mate. as good as my Japanese cuisine, mate.
Possibly on par with his singing as
I'll say a little bit better.
Hamilton Marist now in possession of the ball through Hawera. They're starting to really throw some caution into the wind here now as they come right out to the left flank. Some good aggression there shown by the centre, who's been bundled into touch. But they're under penalty advantage here. So they'll come back into centre field here for the penalty option. They might want to take this quickly with just 11 minutes left in the game here, and Marist trailing 13 points to Hamilton Old Boys 28.
It's been a very slow second half. Oh, what about the leg spin on that ball?
Is Paul Martin there?
Yeah, Paul Martin doing
chasing
some
the
ball
ball.
boy duties. Afternoon, Paul.
Here we go. Hamilton Marist, the ball in hand now.
Quick little
Here we
short
go
throw up the
forward.
front there. Spun out to centre field now. Some real urgency shown here from Hamilton Marist now. Some good ruck ball here. They'll need some points here as Hawera spins it again. Recycled well. It's out the back end. Oh! Van Dam.
Says Dan.
Strong under contact there. As the replacement player there
Finau.
comes back into contact. Finau. Oh, a good little dart from the
Little
halfback.
dart
He's
from the
got
halfback,
straight
Sean
through.
Ware.
He's found Van Dam on the outside. Oh, no, unlucky. Just couldn't quite connect there with the outside player. And the ball has found itself rolling into touch.
An interesting fact about Leroy Van Dam. He's played 3 matches for the Netherlands national side this year.
Yeah, so that brings a bit of experience from him too. You know, playing for the Netherlands, whichever country you play for, any sort of players that,
Representation.
yeah, and
And
being
no
able to play,
offence to you guys, but 3 more than the 3 of us put together.
well, just being able to play at that level and be under that pressure, you know, and then come back to the Waikato to do it in club rugby, you know, you can't replace that.
The 24 for Old Boys has come off the field.
Three-man line out.
They've gone over the back there, and it's claimed by Masadewa there beyond the 15-metre line. So the line out's over. Johnson back to the reserve fly half there, who makes a fairly good clearance there.
Yeah, good exit play there. The boys were able to get some set a platform, get them out of their danger zone. Hamilton Mouse with the ball in hand now. They really need to score pretty quickly.
Good line out ball here. It's at the back there by Hamilton Marist. So they come away there now through the reserves. Possibly Will Martin with the ball there. Back towards the left-hand touchline there through Hawera. Finds Finau.
Great tackle coming in.
Strong defence from Hamilton Old Boys now as Jack Lamb takes the ball up. More strong defence. Marist still in position now, but not going anywhere fast here.
Yeah,
Penalty option there, quite clear. Hands in the ruck there. Taken quickly by Hawera. Oof, another crunching tackle there on.
We have Hamilton Old Boys player just getting back into the line. Just quick recycle ball here from Hamilton Marist. Just be patient, build a bit of pressure. Ball retention's been really, really good as we head into the midfield here for Hamilton Marist. Jack Lamb hands it off to Sam Poe.
Under penalty advantage again, so referee Brownlee brings it back. Time is off here. There's a player down, not
It's
looking
a
too
Marist
flash.
player just in front there.
It isn't Tom Martin, is it?
Might be.
Looks like he's got a bit of a knee issue. It's pretty heavily taped.
Just take the
That
camera
left knee.
away, folks, from the injured player, just out of respect for him.
Yeah, hey, look, Hamilton Marist are putting the pressure onto Hamilton Old Boys, but their defence has always been ferocious throughout the whole game. And Hamilton Marist just keep on plugging away, holding on to possession. Because they need a quick score. They actually need 3 quick scores, don't they?
Yeah, there's a bit of time pressure on Hamilton Marist now. Just 6.5 minutes left in the game, but I'd have to agree with you, Chris. The Hamilton Old Boys certainly up front, haven't they? Their forwards have been exceptional today. They've earned a lot of points through them, and certainly Masarewa has been a standout for them.
Martin's having to come off the field. That injury.
So we're back with the play now. Hamilton Marist have a line out here from the penalty now on the 5 metre line.
So just a quick update around the grounds, guys. 58-21, Tech won earlier. 22-20, Te Aomori leading, and 2019, Marrinsville are leading.
As Hamilton Marist knocking the ball on there at line out time. Just not quite going their way at the moment. Johnson clears for Old Boys. And another pretty good exit play, Chris.
You look, those Hamilton Marist lifters will be getting a bit of a talking to in the review session on Monday. Lost their role there. Jack Lamb was waiting for the lift, and nobody decided to jump and nobody decided to lift. So
17 on for 7. Marcelino Valensky on for Taylor Ray for Hamilton Old Boys.
here we go, line out, Hamilton Marist, Sam Poe, great take there.
They got their communication right that time now as Marist come away with the ball. It's in midfield with Harweda. Off to Jack Lamb on the crash tackle. Good recycle. Quick ball here for Marist now as they spin it out to the right this time. A little one-hand offload, but it's found the ground unfortunately. It's Marist trying to recover this one. And they've given away a penalty here.
Yeah, they're trying to go wide there. Quick ball, trying to get it out to Lee Bristow. Unfortunately, Lee Bristow was trying to pop it over and it didn't fall into hand. It's gone to ground.
The scaffolding I was talking about, folks, is the one on screen there that a few people are pushing from up the road.
Another injury break here, boys. Number 21 for Hamilton Old Boys, Joshua Blakey.
Foxy.
So it looks like we've Hamilton Old Boys getting the penalty. They're going to try and get out of their half.
It's kind of coming to a slow die end at the moment, isn't it, this game? So the second half, time-wise at least, I mean, as exciting as it's been, the time just seems to have dragged.
Yeah, well, Hamilton Marist had put on a bit of time pressure and they're trying to force the game now. It just things haven't gone to hand.
Yes, it does become a bit of a challenge. It's been a bit of scramble rugby, and that scoreboard and time pressure has certainly played a factor into that. And Marist have probably just needed a little bit of luck or something to go their way, and it hasn't quite worked out for them today. On the back of some really strong Old Boys defence here at Fred Jones. The penalty clearance is a fairly decent run there from Old Boys as they find themselves about 30 metres out from the Marist goal line with the throw into the line out. 4 minutes left in the game here. Hamilton Old Boys lead 28-13 over Hamilton Marist. And good ball off the top played by Masarewa. Spins it out to the back line through Johnson, who has fumbled, but it's gone backwards. Still in position, Old Boys here. They come away to the left again through Masarewa. A little bit of pace out here. Good go forward ball as they rumble up over inside the 22 now. On the attack here. And
offside play. Only by a couple of metres.
They're going to have to go. They're going to have to go. They're going to give it wide. Oh, look, he's done well to get out of that tackle. Hamilton Marist trying to build a bit of pressure, trying to run from their own half.
Another crunching defence there from Old Boys, but some enterprising play from Marist here. It's a bit of go forward now. Hawada, he's got that step on again. He's made a couple more metres. And another penalty advantage here.
High tackle, that call. How is refereeing it this season gone about having the tackles needing to be below the sternum, Andrew?
Listen, I think it's whenever they sort of change or re-emphasise a rugby law, there's always a bit of change is
Thinking
hard.
about it.
Change is hard for everybody, right? It takes a little bit to adjust, and I think on a whole, the rugby community has been very, very excellent at it. You know, it's coming on the back of safety in our game, and those changes have seen the tackle heights lowered, and that's good for everyone from a safety point of view. As Hamilton Marist now in possession of the ball, a bit of a scrappy line out one there, but they've come away with it as they make their way up over the halfway line now with the reserve halfback for Marist. Haweda taking the ball into contact now. Desperately in need of a try here, Hamilton Marist, as they make some more go forward here up towards the 10 metre line. That's a good run there. Some good go forward ball here for Hamilton Marist now. And another penalty advantage here.
Look, Marist need to get the ball.
Not maintaining body weight there.
I've seen a couple of those today. Chris, same question to you about the tackle law, but from a coach's point of view.
Hey, look, it's the players getting used to it as well. They're just trying to, make an effective tackle, but they need to get their body position right. Yeah, so, you look at Dalton Papali'i when he was talking about shortening the steps as you come into contact, and that's exactly right. Yeah, you just need to get your technique right and make sure you're hitting below the sternum, and making sure it's effective at the same time.
Personally, from a commentator's point of view, I don't think there's been a lot of change. Like, the tackles have been lower, but players have learnt pretty quick.
There's a big Gary Owen there from Luke Masarewa. As Hamilton Marist gain position now, just out on the 22 here, as they rumble up over. Might be playing for pride here now, Hamilton Marist. As it's held at the back by Weir as he offloads. Good go forward ball here from Marist. They come away through their open side flanker, DeFell. Some more hard contact there from Hamilton Old Boys, even up to the last minute of the game here. Another penalty here, no clear release in the tackle.
Look, I'm looking at Nili Moana. Oh, here we go.
Well, we've said Luke Masarewa's been involved in everything, and I think he's said something there.
Well, he's covered all aspects of the game today, Masarewa. A try, yellow card, as Hamilton Marist have the ball now. Just 2 metres out from the goal line. Here they go, they rumble up.
Good try there.
And
not low.
Well rewarded there, Hamilton Marist. Had some strong possession here in the last 5 minutes, and they made their way downfield and cashed in with 5 points here.
And that's rewarded. They need to take the conversion pretty quickly, but I think that went to number 17, I think it is, Will Martin.
Yeah, I've got a funny... Oh, no, it was Will Martin that slumped off, wasn't it? Or was that Tom? Okay, no,
Yep.
So it would have been Will.
The conversion is unsuccessful.
They've got a couple of minutes left to go. They'll want to take this kick-off receipt pretty quickly and look at going wide, I reckon.
So Hamilton Old Boys leading 28 over Hamilton Marist 18.
Look, Marist want to be getting another try or a penalty to
looking for that bonus point.
Bonus point, absolutely.
It's only 4 games that they're playing, before semis.
Yeah.
So, and also points differential as well.
That's it. That all comes out. That all adds to it at the back end of the game, of the season. Sorry. So they'll need to make sure they take this.
Old Boys now restart from Mason. It's claimed by Hamilton Marist, I think, here. Yep, they've come away with it. And here they go, through Harwinder. Spin it out to your fast men in the backs. Good pace from Van Dam there. And they found the winger on the outside. Little chip, but it's gone straight into touch.
You probably can hear the Old Boys player being a little tad excited about that one.
Yeah, look, if the Marist winger could do that all over again, he'd probably want to keep that ball in hand. Build pressure. Now it comes down to the line out. Old Boys just need to win this and kick this out. I think it might be the last play of the game. Oh, Marist, take it.
Possibly gone forward there off Hamilton Old Boys' hand, and Marist in position here. It's good
Mason.
barging run there from
Tupaya.
Spelling out the back here now. Oh, there's some numbers out here to Marist. They take it back through the middle again. So good little space.
Well.
Oh, 2 tackles.
Funner. He's too good.
Got the man on the outside and he finds him.
LVB.
Jack Lamb. Try time.
Wow, the last 5 minutes has just been all Marist. They've been able to run it. Old Boys are looking pretty tired.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's time available here, Chris, but if there is, this could be game on.
Just a reminder, folks, the time we have is just what we can do. Always in the hands of the referee, and definitely not saying that Ben's time is wrong. More than likely ours.
No, Hamilton Marist will be very happy to get that try at the back end of it. They've done very, very well.
Whanganui Harwinder now with a somewhat important conversion here. This will bring it within 3 points if he's successful here. And he is. And that's full time.
That is full time.
Ben Brownlee says that's enough. Hamilton Old Boys victorious here today at Fred Jones Park, 28 over Hamilton Marist 25.
Chris, I mean, from almost the get-go, it was just Old Boys, one-way traffic.
Look, Hamilton Old Boys put the pressure on straight from the kickoff. They scored the first try, and they deserve this one today. They put the hammer on Hamilton Marist, and they definitely deserve that the win and keeping a hold of the Stag Trophy for the summer.
And they've got a week off next week. They've got the bye.
Oh, well, that'll be really, really good to arrest some injuries. On the other hand, Hamilton Marist, I think the first half was probably a little bit of their letdown when they had the wind. They were down a couple of points heading into the second half, but they'll regroup. No doubt Craig Walters will have them ready to go heading into next week. So, another game.
And Andrew, Marist have Otrahonga next week, who have just gone down 20-25 to Te Amuru. What do Marist need to look at?
Oh, I think there's a lot of positives to take away from Hamilton Marist. It was a pretty good game of rugby out here today at Fred Jones Park. Certainly the first half was a seesaw affair, tries going back and forth. And it was probably just, I think, and you've got to give credit to the Hamilton Old Boys defence really. That last sort of 15 or 20 minutes in the second half, their defence really stood up and just didn't give Marist the opportunity to capitalise. And they've obviously come home strong. The yellow card probably helped. Having a man down, and in some ways the scoreline potentially a little bit flattering at 28-25, but a lot of positives to take away from Hamilton Marist. Their back line, certainly led by Whanganui Harwinder, at times looked very dangerous, and if I was the opposition next week, I'd be really looking to shut down Harwinder and those outside players if I want to get some dominance.
can't really add more to it than what you two have, and especially with Wharenui Hāore, because you give him space. We saw that at Easter. Just looking at the other results, 58-21 Fraser Tech in the Centenary beating Melville. 28-25 Old Boys over Marist that we've just seen. Otrahonga going down 25-20 to Te Aomuru. Matamata clawed back to win 27-20.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so the Fraser Tech Melville game and the Matamata Morrinsville were in the Lone Star Championship, while the Otrahonga Te Aomuru in this game here were in the Waikato Draught Premiership. The other university being in the Lone Star Championship, and I've gone complete blank. Hotapu being the other Waikato Draught Premiership side. Anyway, thanks very much to the both of you for your work today. We'll try to forgive you about your indiscretions and commentary. I have to say, it's probably a record for Bev's broadcasting, to be honest.
No, it's been good. Really look forward to it.
And next week, folks, we will be bringing you the Waikato Women's Premiership Final from Willoughby Park between Hamilton Old Boys and Melville. For more details, keep in touch with Bev's broadcasting and or Waikato Rugby Facebook pages. Take care out there on the long weekend, stay safe on the roads, and ka kite anō.